What started as grief has now escalated into full-blown unrest. On January 9, 2026, Minneapolis witnessed one of the most intense protest nights we've seen in years, with a major flashpoint centered around a downtown Hilton hotel. And now the whole country is watching because the question is no longer what happened, it's now what happens next. Reports say hundreds of masked demonstrators swarmed the Canopy by Hilton on Park Avenue, believing federal immigration agents were staying inside. What happened next turned the protest into a full-on confrontation. Windows were shattered, graffiti appeared reading "For ICE." Drums, pots, and loud noise tactics were used to disrupt and pressure whoever was believed to be in the building. In other words, it wasn't just protest, it was psychological warfare. Make it uncomfortable, make it impossible to ignore. This wasn't a march anymore. This was a message. And it didn't stop at the exterior. Reports indicate a group breached the side entrance of the Canopy by Hilton. And just blocks away, chaos spilled over into nearby properties, including the Depot, a downtown venue, where groups reportedly broke in, threw furniture, and caused serious property damage. So let's be clear. People have a right to protest. People do not have a right to destroy neighborhoods, because once you cross that line, the narrative flips and the system gets permission to crack down. By around 10:30 p.m., about 100 Minnesota state troopers arrived and began issuing dispersal orders. Authorities worked to clear the area and restore control. And by the end of the night, at least 30 people were detained, cited, and released. Not locked up long term, but the message was clear. The state was not going to let downtown be taken over. So what caused Minneapolis to reach this level? It goes back to one name, Renee Nicole Good. Renee, a 37-year-old woman, was shot and killed by an ICE agent on January 7, 2026. Renee was reportedly part of a local ICE Watch community effort, people monitoring federal activity. Federal officials claim she weaponized her vehicle, using language like domestic terrorism. But local leaders and many residents say the evidence does not support that. And that controversy, that gap between what they said happened versus what people believe happened, is exactly how cities ignite. Now add gasoline to that fire. ICE agents were in the Twin Cities as part of a massive federal operation, reportedly involving over 2,000 agents. So for many residents, this isn't seen as law enforcement, it's seen as occupation. And when people already feel targeted, a death becomes the match. Now here's a key part a lot of people missed. Earlier in the week, a Hampton Inn in the Minneapolis area was removed from Hilton's system after controversy related to ICE bookings. That's important because it shows how wide this issue has spread. Not just protests in the streets, but businesses being pulled into the political war too. So what does January 9th really represent? It represents a country split in half. One side says ICE is enforcing the law. The other side says this is federal aggression and a woman is dead. But here's the truth. When trust collapses between the people and the government, anything becomes possible. And Minneapolis might just be the blueprint for what the rest of America is about to face next. You heard it here first. Subscribe below for more constructive commentary like this. Send our news team a donation at cash.app you heard, other first 23. This is Aiyanna signing out.